when they are starting the play with drums, my little daughter is putting the baqueta is 1, 2, 3, ba 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 ba. Is a funny, is a funny. In the
For
future, I
sure.
think this making the bands in my family, my house.
It's a amazing idea. I'd like to follow you on you on a concert on YouTube, for example, okay? Both of you, Rodrigo and Yanka. Yanka, please create a band in your family. Camila, it's our turn.
Hi, everybody. My name is Camila. I'm 29 years old. I'm Brazilian, but I live in Portugal now. I'm live here with my girlfriend and our dog, Nala. Um,
I'm sorry, I don't know what is Dokinala. I'm sorry.
dog,
Ah, dog. Okay.
dog,
A dog called Nala. Is
called
that?
Nala. Yes,
Ah,
thank you.
okay. Okay.
Yes,
No,
thank you.
that was
Sorry.
my bad. No, 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 no,
No,
don't
no, it's
apologize.
my bad.
Okay, okay, don't worry.
Um, Let me think. I have a master degree in education, but I'm looking for a new position, more connected with technologies and market. So I hope the English uh, help me in this transition. And in my free time, I love to travel. I've know like I don't know, maybe 20 countries and without English.
Mm-hmm.
um that can help me too for future travelings. And I like to travel. I like to make hand works, read, and walk in the nature. So it's a little bit about me. Thank you for listening.
Thank you too. What uh what careers your girlfriend follow?
What?
Wh-
Sorry?
what kind of job your girlfriend do?
She's a nursing.
Nursing. Ah, okay. I got you. I got you. I got you. Okay. So, both of you follow totally different careers, right?
Yes, totally different. Actually, we met when I became to Portugal, and
Mm-hmm.
she is Portuguese.
Mm-hmm.
But we have very different careers, and
Mm-hmm.
we have very different schedules too. It's hard sometimes because she work at night, at day, at
Mm-hmm.
every time, and I in my past work I just work from home, so
Mm-hmm.
it's very different situations.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. Yeah, so thank you so much, Camila. And I'm going to start my presentation. Let you know that I have this same problem currently with my wife. She works at this school currently, and I work by home as a software developer. Like you mentioned, when these schedules are so different, so sometimes we don't have enough time to enjoy ourselves, you know. So it's a challenge. However, at the same time, when we are together, we value more this time, you know. So I'm a person that I like to see the life always in a positive way. At the same time, I can see the challenges, but in this scenario, for example, I like to see, oh, when we are together, we will do and we will enjoy more than discuss, for example, you know.
Yes, and we have a time to feel missing, like saudade
Exactly.
mesmo.
Yeah,
Uh,
exactly.
so
Yeah.
it's good for
Yeah.
for the relationship long term. is a little bit complicated, like in festive days, like she
Mm-hmm.
sometimes she don't have the Christmas or
Mm-hmm.
my birthday day off, so it's difficult in this way, but in other ways it's good for us.
I prefer to think it's better for us, you know. When we
It's better for
missing,
us.
yeah, in my perspective is this way because when we're missing each other, as I mentioned, we will avoid to discuss for little things. You know what I mean? So yeah, and I'm trying to obtain a Spanish citizenship as well. You know, I have a blood connection with Spanish. My grandma was born in Spain, and I'm waiting for the Spanish consul here in Brazil because I followed the whole process. I've sent my documents and my mom documents to the Spanish consul. So I'm away then to, yeah, to get a response about that, you know? So, and yeah,
It's sometimes it's a very lazy process, but
the
it
most of
works.
time I would say,
You know?
Camila. So lazy, so lazy. Sometimes I think this process more lazy than common Brazil judicial process, you know?
Yes,
That's so lazy.
definitely.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
gonna
here
spend
in
almost three
Portugal
years.
like 6, almost 7 years,
Mm-hmm.
and I lose my job because my document wasn't
Ready.
taken by the government. So I
Ah,
start to try um, to renovate my document like a year
mm-hmm.
before the spread,
Mm-hmm.
and now it's still not done. So
I
I
got you.
lose my job because that
Oh
it's
my
it's
goodness,
insane.
that's a shame.
Yes, it's insane.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, it is what it is. Unfortunately. Okay. I think that's enough. Bianca and Rodrigo know me about another stuff. The only thing I didn't say to you, Rodrigo, I'm planning to finance a place to live in a couple of days or months. I don't know. I need to wait for imposto de renda. I don't know how to say this in English because I need to change a little bit the way that I used to declare it along the years, you know. It's a detail, you know. I've checked with accountant about this a couple of weeks ago, and I mean I won't have problem to change this for sure. So I need to do this, ask for caixa for the money, you know. And after that, the business will uh, agreed. Yeah, will agree. You will agree. Yeah, the business will agree. Yeah, that's it. So let's move on to the topic. We are on YouTube, guys. I was forgetting to put us on YouTube, but while you answered, I remembered. So let's start with the conversation at all. I'd like to start. Yeah, I think I can start this conversation. Um, why might we need to reconsider the way we interpret challenge in the life in life? Um, well, I'm a person that I truly believe the importance of experience. You know, sometimes we spend a lot of time reading, getting knowledge about some concepts and so on. And when we start to work we realize that everything is different in the real life, you know. I'm this kind of person, and I've been challenged currently tasking my job. I can't say anything about which kind of product customers related that because I've assigned a NDA. Do you know what is NDA? Is a non-disclosure agreement document. You know, you can't share anything about you are doing. You know, I had to sign it about a product that the current company are working. You know, so I can't share about anything specific about it, but I can share for you that that's something a little bit new for me. I'm the only developer in this part of this product. You know, I was picked from the IT CIO, you know, to work in this project, and I've been faced a lot of challenge. Mm, just because I had to change, I had to change two new screens in this flow, and I struggle a lot to solve. Yesterday, I spent my whole day to try to solve until 9 p.m. I was working till 9 p.m. try to solve, and unfortunately, I couldn't solve yesterday yet because I was so tired. You know, I had to stop. However, I'm sure that after this experience, I will learn a lot of stuffs, and I will remember this in my next few years, you know, ahead when I have the same kind of problem. You know what I mean? So because of this, I'm always open to challenge. I like a lot to have challenges. So yeah, that's it for me. You guys, for me, uh, nothing replace experience. You know, experience is the best one to learn. And feedback. But in this kind is the questions about challenges. Okay, so that's it. And Rodrigo, for you.
Um, it's a deep question because this, if I see my life in the past and the challenging with my life, um, if I stay in the, if I don't reconsider a lots of challenges with my life, I stop and sit and cry because this the life is I don't know this word in English, but the rush mountain. Good things, bad things, good things, bad things is I think it is normally in the life of us too. But I
Like
think in
graph.
this, yes, yes. If I don't reconsider, if I don't reflect about your what do you do, what do you did in the past, don't if I don't learn with your the situation is bad. When I have teenager, starting adults, beginning adults, I did a lot of bad things with my life. And, I don't have a good person, I think, because this I I make a lot of mistakes and I learn this and I change this. I think it is normally the in your life. Uh, I think the people's need to reflecting and reconsider and interpreting the changes in your life because there's no stopping your growing, stopping your learning, stopping the a lot of things, in my opinion.
For sure, absolutely. I agree 100% with you. And about you, Camila?
So, unlike you, if I could prefer, I prefer don't have some difficulties in my life because I have a lot. Um, anyway, I was born in a very poor situation, and or like an immigrant, that it's difficult too. So could if I could don't have so much problems, I will prefer. But in my experience, the almost every challenge can teaching us something. So it's very important to take the good part of this and learn from that, reflect about that, and take some notes for the future. So I think it's improve ourselves like human being, like professionals, or a person in every part of our lives.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, I think the same way. And you, Yanka?
I agree with you guys, but I would prefer do not pass through it, do not pass through challenge, because I hate to learn from my mistakes. I hate. And I know that it's important. It's the most efficient way to learn, actually, learning from our mistakes. But I sometimes it's so humiliating, I guess. I don't like to expose myself to error, mainly when I have other person seeing this moment, seeing me failing. I don't
Mhm,
know. For example, at the gym, it was a big challenge to me to go to the gym, to work out, and so on, because I was afraid to have someone seeing me doing some wrong exercise, or seeing me at the gym. And no one cares, actually, if you are doing something wrong or right at the gym, but I was so afraid of it. English too, I was afraid of someone hearing me speaking some wrong phrase and judging me. Maybe I am afraid of being judged, to have
mhm.
my mistakes and error judged, or to have my personality resumed by my mistakes. I'm not only my mistakes, I learned from them, but
Mhm.
I don't like it. If I could choose, I wouldn't pass through it. But we, as Rodrigo said, we don't have choice. We have to accept it.
It's the it's easier we accept that early as possible. I was talking about that with my wife these days, she had a big mistake in a speech in her job, I shared the reasons for her, and at the time she, like you, Yanka, she didn't like my the when I realized her mistakes, but after minutes, after hours, some hours after that, she recognized that she failed, you know? And yeah, it's hard, it's hard. Um, so just to finish this question, I've passing through a bad situation in the home in the place that I live currently live. I have been energy power problem here. Sometimes the disjunctor disarms in a customized way here, and sometimes I'm been using my personal computer. It's a powerful computer, and it uh, uh, used to turn off. So I'm concerned about this because that's a electronic device, and this kind of behavior code make it broke it, broke it. Yeah, yeah. You understood me. So Yeah, so however, I've learned a lot of stuff about electric, because during this time I've searched a lot of stuff, maybe try to find the reason that my disjunctor used to turn off. So I learned a lot of stuff. In the next place I would live, including if I would finance a place to live, I've been checking this structure before to agree the business. So yeah, that's it. Let's move on, guys. Rodrigo, please, could you start with the next question?
Yeah, question number 2, right?
Yeah, that's it.
What is habit you most change if you want to see your life differently? I think in my case, two habits I change if help me I change my life, help me I changing, uh, help me I changing, help me with my life. Self-knowledge and reflection. Oh, is that simple? No, guys. Self-knowledge is a problem because is nowadays I acknowledge a lot of things about me. Nowadays I am 40 years old and I see the parts of my personality and is a bad thing. Is I need to change it because this I think is a key of the your life, your goals, and your perspective about your family, about your people's near with you. Because when I had more younger, I had a I had I don't know this word in English, but cabeça dura. I don't change my opinion is easy. I had a lot of cabeça dura. And if you are losing a lot and you understand if you don't have the follow this street, I think. And when I start in the self-knowledge and reflecting a lot about my goals, about my plans, about my dreams of my life,
Behaviors.
yes. I think this is a key because this okay, it's not so good because this reflection is this. And you are changing little things every single day, every single month, every single year, and you're receiving, you're seeing this difference in your life. In my case, I think in this case, self-knowledge and reflection, your what do you do, what do you did. I think this.
Yeah. And you, Camila?
Actually, it is something that I've thinking a lot, um, and very often because with the new year, I propose me to change some things about me, and I think the most difficult and the most important thing that I have to do is be more careful to don't thinking negative when the things as being wrong, when the things um get difficult. Have a I have a I tend to think negative and start a cycle in of negative things. So I think this is the most important step for me to to achieve this goal.
Uh, but I'd like to ask you something, Camila. Have you thought maybe think in a negative way could you prevent you to avoid how can I say this in English? think in a negative way could make you follow a secure path or find reasons to accept your decision. I don't know if you understood what I tried to mean. Tentei perguntar para você se pensar de forma negativa não pode te ensinar a tomar decisões melhores e você ficar mais certa no que você decide. Essa foi a ideia da pergunta. Não sei se...
I think in my case, no, because
Uhum,
it's like a, a type of negative thing. So it's not like be realistic about the things, about the, okay, this happened, so what can happen next?
uhum,
Option one, option two, option three. Option three, it's not good, but it's not that. It's like one thing going wrong. Like I lose my job because my paper, my
uhum,
document.
uhum.
In in every others areas of my life, everything was very good. We just buy this apartment with a lot of work,
Uhum.
and this apartment it's very better than uh everything we think about your dream
I got
house,
you.
in
I
a
got you.
very small village, like we know we won't. Uh, but with this think of the job, I think everything gone wrong.
Uhum.
Like very very negative thinking. So
I
I
got you.
I I need to think. Okay, this way, this thing was going wrong, but what can I do now to get better?
Uhum.
Not like this is wrong, this country is lazy to do my paperwork, it's an injustice for me, for of me, everything don't works for me,
Uhum. I
so I think
understood.
it's this significant uh, change.
I got you. Yeah, this way that wasn't positive for you, for sure.
Yes. Mhm.
But I got. Yeah, I think you made a key change in your mindset when we observe the good aspects in a bad situation that will trigger good results for us. Because as you mentioned, we can learn with this experience as well. So that's it.
Yes.
And for you, Yanka.
I think that I suffer from the same problem as Camila. Sometimes I just focus on the bad things and I forgot the good things. This could be nice to prevent problems, but sometimes I feel that I get stuck in a neurosis cycle, just thinking the worst scenario possible. This can happen. Yes, this can happen, but a good thing can happen too, not only bad things. And sometimes I had a conversation, for example, with my boss, and I keep thinking about the conversation, seeing again the conversation in my mind and seeing all my mistakes, all the mistakes that I committed during that conversation. So it seems that a neurosis bubble that sometimes we
Mhm.
get stuck into, and it's difficult to get out of it. Because of this, I do therapy. And I try to have funny person around me. I like person that makes silly jokes, for example. I try to listen to funny things, to read funny things, or something that bring joy to my life sometimes, because sometimes I get stuck on this. It's easy to me to get stuck on this. And I complain a lot. I am this kind of person. I am that kind of person that complain but solve. but I have to
Mhm.
complain first. Then I'm gonna solve it. But first, I have to complain, and sometimes I feel that it's so heavy to live around me because of it. Or I am stuck in a neurosis cycle about bad things, or I am complaining and trying to solve. I don't know. Sometimes, yeah, must be difficult to live with me sometimes, I guess. But I'm trying to get better, to be better, I guess.
Yeah, I think I'm almost like you, Yanka. However, the last years, I've shifted my mindset related to what content I consume, and a portion of that content is related to not motivation, but self-esteem content. I like, for example, I follow some Instagram accounts or some YouTube channels that bring, for example, interesting life experience, like some business or some sportsman or woman, some good histories. These days, I've watched some Ayrton Senna interviews, the way that some people saw or see the life for me, and especially people that have results, good results, in any fields of the life, it doesn't matter if in a sports or in a business, if you I like to listen people that have results. If you have a good result, I'm sure I will open to listen you, because you had passed through challenges to get the result that you have, or you are, so yeah. um, Stop to consume content that doesn't matter for me. For example, newspaper, read uh, all the news about everything for me currently is not interesting, Just those informations will just to overwhelm my mind, and a portion of this content is a positive one, as Yanka said. Um, in this way, I feel I'm able to always open to solve problems in a positive way, I would say, always think that, oh, this problem is possible to solve, not, oh, I'm tired for this life or something like this, I changed this, and I do that therapy to help me in this process as well, as Yanka mentioned that, you know so, Yanka, please, I'd like to continue with you with the next question.
Sure. Um, why do you need to reflect on past experience before changing your perspective? Why do you need to reflect? Because we can learn from this past experience, good or bad, I guess. And sometimes I feel that I get stuck again in the same mistake, that repetition. Can you hear me well,
Like a loop.
guys? Yeah. Can you hear me well, Osvaldo?
Properly.
Yes,
It
yes.
works. Yeah,
Yeah.
we
Okay, I'm
can hear
sorry.
you.
I
Don't
I
worry.
am running some data here and my computer is frozen a little bit.
Don't
But
worry.
sometimes I feel that I keep doing the same mistake again and again and again and again. That repetition that Freud says a lot, that
Mm-hmm.
we can't see, but we repeat again. And so mainly in this moment, it's important to stop and see, what am I doing wrong? I see this in relationships, for example. Always I see that I am having the same results, the same outcomes in relationships. I am choosing the same man. They just change the CEP, just the address, but it's the same guy. So I have to stop and see, why am I doing that? why am I choosing this person? The same person that just changed the address, but
Mm-hmm.
it's the same habits, and so on. So it's important to stop and solve it. Otherwise, you are gonna keep doing this, keeping getting into failed relationships or failed situations because you didn't learn from your karma sometimes. Sometimes it's not a problem, it's a karma. You have to solve it because of this.
Yeah. And for you, Camila?
Exactly the same from Yanka. Just to turn off the part of men. But I think it's important to hire, like I mentioned it, we learn from every situation in our lives. So I think it's very important to pass these situations, good and bad, to uh, to take time in therapy to reflect about that. I I'm I I do therapy like 50 years, around 50 years. I'm a little bit crazy. And in therapy, we can learn like identify the patterns of thinkings, of the actions, of the um, we see every situation. So for me, it's that.
Mm-hmm. I got it. And for you, Rodrigo?
I think in this importance, um, your see the experience because the past experience because this every single time do you need to reflect about your results. For example, in last 5 years, I have a dreams. They working for USA, for example. Okay, I can this, but this specific workings is don't help my healthcare, my mind, or my family. Is in specific time, last 5 years, is a good thing. But nowadays a good thing is for my goals, for my family. No, do you need to reflect this? If I example for the see your past experience, but I think in this reflection about your experience in your relationship, in the children's, in the workings, in the career, all things. Do you have? I have the dreams. You have the dreams. Your dreams, I think, dreams or goals. I don't know, but the actions, the tasks, the thinkings, if you are did, if you are do, if you are doing. I think in the result of the tasks, which result of the thinkings. Is that good for you now? No. Do you need to change? Simple. Because this, if you are don't change in your task, your mind, I think in your mindset, you don't go other results, I think.
Exactly. If you repeat the same actions, we will have the same results. It's
Yes,
impossible have different results with the same actions.
yes, and near to me have the people in talk with me about the relationship or the work. Oh, my life is bad because this I have the problem, I have the other things. My first questions, what do you do the change specific things in your life? Oh,
Mhm.
but no, I don't do it now because this the problem for my boss, the problem for my wife, the problem for my husband. No, the problem for you. Do you need to change? Do you need to change for this situation, in my opinion?
Yeah, everything starts with ourselves, for sure. For sure, I agree with you, Rodrigo. Yeah, and about the place that I would finance, I got as you, Rodrigo, I got a good opportunity from my brother-in-law. He is in a hard situation in financial terms. He is in debt with his agreements, so he are selling his place that he is currently building, so the a half of this house will be building in this process, and we agreed I help him to decide what stuff to do in that house, so I think that's a good opportunity, not only about financial terms, about the final house values, but about I can put my mouth, put my hand in this place, to decide stuff. So yeah, because of that, I'm considering a lot to agree this business, and the last years for me, I realized I couldn't achieve the financial goal, the amount of money I would like to save. uh, you know, I had a goal about 5 years ago to achieve today, and I realized my wife and me, we can't save more money. Because of that, I changed my plan, because the reason that I was saving money, one of the reasons was or to participate in a business or to buy a house for us, you know. So because of this, it's important to check to track our progress and our goals, and to be open to change our decisions during this journey. You know. Um, yeah, I decided to explain you because I remember you said, Rodrigo, you had a good opportunity some years ago for you and your family. You decided to do a business, like this. Yeah. Uh, and of course, maybe in the futures, the stuffs could help, could improve in my life. Maybe I can get more money, receive a good opportunity, maybe earn in a strong currency. I don't know what will happen. And if these stuffs help happen, I can pay faster that, Of course, the bad things could happen as well, like Yanka said, But yeah, we have to try, in my point of view. We have to try. Girls, we don't have time to. I'd like to listen you, Aparecida, Tainá, and Lilian. What was the conversation on our home? But the time is almost over. I truly hope you enjoyed a lot the topic and the conversation. And yeah, I hope you have a good weekend, and I hope to see you in my next immersion next Thursday. Okay, 7 a.m. Brazilian time. Bye bye, guys. Have a good day.